And how does it feel to have crossed over to the good life?
Nah, it feels good. Feels good, especially from my parents. Now my parents have no say really. I'm like, hey man, I'm making money now, so I can make my own decisions. So that's a good thing.
Welcome to the Good Life event. This is another edition. We are here the first Thursday of every month. First up, we got Farai. How long's it been, man?
It's been 2 years now. Wait.
2 years. So what does life look like 2 years after Colaberry? First, start off by telling us, what do you do now? How long you been at your job? And what's your typical day-to-day?
So I'm a senior analyst, and I started my job in 2021. Actually, that's when I started my job. Right after I took an internship first. After Colaberry, I took an internship with Salesforce as a solutions engineer, and then I got a full-time job with Exotica. So Exotica is an optical company. So we produce glasses from when they're just a big chunk glass all the way until they're what I'm wearing right now. And we make glasses for Ray-Ban, Oakley, Louis Vuitton, and Gucci. So we make glasses. So I also get quite some like.
Are those some designer glasses you got on right now?
Nah, they're just Ray-Bans, but
okay, just Ray-Bans. Okay.
It's just Ray-Bans. I'm just getting my foot in. But after staying some time, I'm gonna start getting the designer glasses. But yeah, but my day to day is I do reporting. I first started doing reporting. Now I'm more on full stack. So now we're using JavaScript for ETL. So now I'm more of a full stack developer now. So I just don't do reporting. I use almost everything now. So it's pretty good.
All right, so let's rewind it a little bit. Tell us what you did before Colaberry and how did you hear about Colaberry?
So I was just going from job to job. I was working in a warehouse, and I was also doing Amazon delivery. I honestly heard about Colaberry way before, like in 2014, but I was so focused in trying to finish school. But so my sisters and my brother and sister, they heard about it. I had a few friends that went to it, and then they told my brother and sister-in-law. But then I was just like, oh, you know what? Let me just finish school. But later on, I just was, I need to do something. I need to make money, and my back was against the wall. Like, let me get into it. So I ended up getting into it, and now I'm like, man, I should have listened to them in 2014. I could have been way higher than where I am right now.
Do you remember what was it like for you going through the program? Did you struggle? Did you have was it hard trying to overcome obstacles?
I wouldn't say it's hard, but you can't really you can't give up. There's a lot of resources out there. There's Colaberry, the teachers are really good. They have a good foundation, so that really helped. And also working with peers, you're all in a class, you're all struggling together, you're all doing great together. So it was a good foundation. But I wouldn't say it's hard. I would say it's challenging. So it's a good challenge because whatever you learn, you know that, I can get better and I can apply it when I'm going further. So it's not hard. It's like riding a bike. You're gonna fall, but you're gonna get used to it, and then you're gonna keep going.
So what are some of the things that you do in your day-to-day that you're like, man, I really benefited from Colaberry for these skills?
So first is SQL, learning SQL, building a table, creating joins. So creating joins is one thing you're going to really see when you get a job, and store procedures. Those things are very popular. And the great thing about my team too is they are willing to help. So I'm also in a great team where if I'm stuck on something, they're able to help me with. But Colaberry really helped me with SQL and also reporting. So I initially joined when I was doing my internship with Colaberry. I was doing Tableau, but I got hired for a different reporting tool, which is similar to Tableau. So now when I was now learning this tool, I was like, oh, it's almost like Tableau. So now I'm using Spotfire. So it's not really well known, but it's used by a lot of companies. So we use Spotfire for reporting, and it's the reporting from PPC and SQL helped a lot. Now that I'm doing ETL, now I can I didn't like really get to know ETL well when I was in Colaberry. It was pretty hard, but because I did it, now I'm still able to transfer the knowledge that we're now doing and using JavaScript as our ETL. So I'm like, oh, I now make a package. Oh, I'm cleaning data, I'm putting it here. Oh, I did that in SSIS. So it's coming back to me now. So, yeah.
What are some challenges that you faced on the job, and how were you able to overcome them?
I think the challenges that I faced, and I think some people say, oh, it's easy, but it's Excel. I never knew that Excel is really needed that much. Almost every job you're gonna need Excel. VLOOKUP is, it's used a lot. So the great thing about it is I had a good resource. I was able to contact Colaberry alumni. I also had a good workmate. So this is me. I try make friends, of which it's also I end up being friends with them. But I try kind of be buddy with someone at work, get on their good side, because I know I'm gonna need help. So I end up being buddy with friends, and now actually very good friends. We actually go to a lot of soccer games together. But because of him, when I'm stuck, I go to him a lot, and he helps me a lot. And I would say that's one thing, like kind of get close to somebody, and to a point where they also understand, oh, you're trying to learn, and they're able to help you to learn. And
how has your life changed since you've been in the field?
Oh, amazing. I've been traveling a lot. I was one thing, since there's now more money, I was now able to go to England. So I went to England to visit England. I went to Colombia. I'm planning on going to Ghana as well to visit friends. So a lot of financial, I was also able to there's a car that I used to look at when I was working in warehouse. I used to like a Dodge Charger. I ended up getting a Dodge Charger. So it really helped financially. And I'm able to also help family. Like whenever my sister is back home and if they need anything, I'm able to help out. So financially, it has helped a lot. I also got married, and in my country, we pay lobola. It's almost like dowry, where you pay the wife's family. Colaberry, like my job, I was able to do that. So it opened a lot of financial, I'm able to do a lot of stuff. My friends and I, So financially, hey man, there's a lot of money in tech. I would just tell you that. So it's just, it's just you working for it.
And how does it feel to have crossed over to the good life?
It feels good. Feels good, especially from my parents. Now my parents have no say really. I'm like, hey man, I'm making money now, so I can make my own decisions. So that's a good thing.
They must be pretty proud of you too, huh?
They are really proud of me. Especially my dad. My dad is very proud of me. He was very worried about my future, but now he's writing a book, and he was writing about his life, and also he mentioned me in his book. Once I got my job and everything changed, he had to before he finished the book, he had to take it and edit it. So I can kind of see it's him kind of being proud and trying to let me show off my son in my book. So that's one thing that has helped me. Like my dad's really proud. So yeah, the whole family. But dads are very tough sometimes.
Awesome. So knowing your life now compared to your life, 2-3 years ago, we got people on the call that are going through their struggle. They're being challenged right now. They're in the thick of it. What advice would you give them?
I would say don't give up. It's going to get very hard to a point where you're going to feel like, oh, I can't get this. It's going to get easier. You have to be resourceful. When you get stuck, take a 15-minute break, take a 30-minute break, but come back. it's weird because even when I'm working right now, I might get so stuck on something. I'll go to bed and I wake up like, oh, just I think I know what I did wrong, and I'll come back. So it's just don't give up. Keep pushing. Be resourceful. There's so much out there. There's Google everything. Google, find somebody who you're in the same industry with, and just keep pushing on. It gets easier, and it's very rewarding. So just keep pushing.
Yeah, how important is that resourcefulness on the job? Because they hear about it, but they don't really know exactly how it is. How important is that?
It's very important because there's when with this job you are given, like, I think, yeah, you're given tasks. Oh, you have deadlines to meet, and when you're very resourceful, you can end up finishing something with let's say I can get a project that I have to do in 2 weeks, but because I've learned to be very resourceful, I can say, okay, this project might take 3 weeks, just to give myself a buffer in case I run into any problems. So when I reach out to my coworker, or I know what I'm doing, or I go on Google, I'm able to at least have a buffer for, so in case, oh, I still need a few more days. So just being resourceful means, good time management, having being good at Google. There's so many things in Google that Google will give you answers, and also Colaberry. If you ask for any help, oh, I'm stuck with this. Anybody help me with this? Somebody will reach out. So just open up. If you don't ask for help, you're hurting yourself. I don't think I always believe there's no stupid question. Any question can be answered.
All right, Farah, we appreciate you coming by and sharing your experience with us. We know you're a busy man now, so we're going to let you get back to your work, but we definitely thank you for coming by and sharing your story, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
All right, awesome.